Hello everyone, happy New Year's Eve and happy day 4 of my countdown to Saleabration 2022. Today I am all about sunshine and rainbows. We all need a little sunshine and rainbows as we head into a new year after, well, almost 2 years of this pandemic. So here's to a new year. Here's to much brighter and better days ahead. And tonight, or this afternoon, I guess it's dark out, so I feel like it's tonight, but it's still afternoon. This afternoon, I am going to show you a fun fold project using this fantastic designer series paper. And then I'm going to show you some other samples that I've done just to kind of get you inspired and excited for this awesome paper pack. Now my voice is a little hoarse today. I actually had a vocal scope done yesterday, and so my voice is a little on the hoarse side, but I'm going to do my best to get through this video and hope it holds out. All right, let me pull up my video here on my iPad and see who is joining me. All right, we've got Jill. Hello, Jill. Thanks for joining me again today. And Regis and Nancy, thanks so much, folks, for joining me. All right, I'm going to flip the camera. I have the DSP all laid out here so you can see exactly what it looks like. The pack is fantastic. And then we're going to get to some stamping. Okay, so give me a minute. All right, I see we've got a few more people joining us. Let's see, we've got Nancy and Jennifer and Wendy and Deb. Hi, Judy from Wawa. Hi, Julie. All right, so the Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper is another Saleabration freebie. Saleabration 2022 starts on January 4th. That's this coming Tuesday. And in Canada, you get this paper pack free with a $60 order. All right, now let me show you this paper. There are 12 different patterns in the pack. You get 4 of each pattern, and I'm going to show you each pattern, both front and back, okay? So we have fun, 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 and then I love this. This could totally be fireworks. I'm just looking at this thinking New Year's. That would be great, a great pattern for New Year's. Some rainbows and some awesome granny apple green. Now this pattern actually coordinates with a new punch that is coming in the mini catalog. It's the cloud punch, okay? So you can actually punch those ones out with that punch. And then we've got some Blushing Bride, I think, or maybe that's Petal Pink, not sure. Fantastic rainbows and some pool party hearts. I love both of these patterns, actually. I use this one a lot. I don't have much of this paper left. A smaller rainbow pattern. Polka dots. We're going to use this pattern today on the project. I love it. Actually, we're not using this side. We're just using this side today. What else have we got? Love this one. I'm using this one sort of with a beachy kind of vibe. Loving that one. More rainbows and some soft sea foam. I'm thinking this would be beautiful for baby cards. Some Bermuda Bay. Now these rainbows actually will cut with the coordinating die, or the dies from the coordinating bundle. So the Rainbow of Happiness bundle includes dies and will actually cut out these rainbows. And then another pattern that I absolutely love with some little sunshines on the back. So fantastic paper pack. Bright, bold, cheerful colors, right up my alley. Absolutely love them. So the card that we're going to make today is this one. This is a corner tuck card. You've probably seen these before. I don't generally make these very often. I don't know why, because they're really quite easy and they're fun. It's just a really fun little twist on a fun fold card. So we're going to make this we're actually using 3 different patterns of the DSP. So to start, I have my card base. Oh, hi Susan. Hi Violet. Thanks for coming by. All right, so I have my Misty Moonlight cardstock. It is 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. Okay, so it's like 1/4 of an inch narrower than a full sheet of cardstock. And then I have scored it at 5 1/2. All right, so that's my card base. I'm gonna go ahead and fold this along my score line. All right, and that's gonna form the foundation of our card. Now we're going to do a little bit of decorating here. So I have a piece of this fantastic DSP. It is cut to 2 1/2 by 4 inches. And we are going to center that on this small panel and glue it down. Oh, actually, no, we're not. We're going to add a little bit of twine first. I almost forgot. That would have been a disaster. So I have some of the Flowers for Every Season twine. Now this comes in a combo pack. It's got Misty Moonlight, white, and silver. And I love this twine. I've been using it a ton because it works so well with the Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to add a glue dot on the back of my DSP here, pretty much in the middle. And then all I've done, rather than wrapping my twine around my DSP and wasting twine on the back, I just take a piece and I fold it in half and then run it across. And then I'm not wasting twine on the backside where nobody sees it. Okay, so that is my DSP. Now I'm ready to go ahead and glue that down. So we'll grab a little bit of seal here. And we'll pop that on. Hi, Krista. Happy New Year. We are going to have a much better year next year, right? We're all going to be super optimistic because it can't possibly get worse, right? All right, so there is our foundation. Now on the inside of our card, we are going to add another pattern. So this, it kind of looks like clouds, but it's more of an argyle pattern. It's sort of an abstract cloud pattern. That's going to get glued on the inside. So again, we're going to add a little bit of adhesive here. Hi, Laurel. I know I shouldn't say that. I've been saying that for the last 2 years. Yep. I should stop saying that. But we got to have hope, right? It's got to get better. It has to. I'm going to stick with that. All right, for our focal panel here, we have a piece, another pattern of this awesome DSP. It is 4 by 3 inches. And then I have a Misty Moonlight cardstock piece that is 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. So we are going to go ahead and center that and glue it down. So whenever I've got a narrow border, I like to use liquid glue just to allow me the time to wiggle it into place and get it perfectly centered so I have nice equal borders all the way around. Okay, now we are going to add some text. So these awesome word dies are new in the mini catalog. They're called Awesome Thanks. And no, Amazing Thanks. Amazing. This says amazing, not awesome. Amazing Thanks. And each word has 2 dies. One is sort of a shadow die, and then the other is a more detailed die. So I've cut the shadow in Misty Moonlight, and then the detail I've actually cut in Melon Mambo. Now on the package of the Sunshine and Rainbows DSP, it says the coordinating color is Magenta Madness, but I have to say some of the patterns, Melon Mambo works better. The Magenta Madness works really well with some patterns, and then I'm finding that the Melon Mambo works better with others. So you can it's kind of interchangeable, I would say. I don't think it's going to be a big deal if you use one or the other. They both work pretty well. All right, so I had put adhesive sheets on the back of my Melon Mambo cardstock before I die cut. That makes these super easy to glue down. So we're just going to kind of pop this on and just take your time centering the letters. There we go. That G isn't sitting quite the way I want it. There we go. That's better. All right, so there is amazing. And then we'll do you. I gotta tell you, adhesive sheets make these dies super slick. I would not want to be applying liquid glue to all of these words. That would just be, yeah, beyond frustrating. Yeah, aren't they great dies, Laurel? I'm loving them. I'm using them a ton. And yes, Deb, this polka dot pattern is one of my favorites. There are certain patterns that I'm going to run out of, I know, in this paper pack. The polka dots are one, and then this rainbow stripe is another. I love them both. And they work so well together. That's the other awesome part. So we're going to just apply put our R together. Get that in place. There we go. Get rid of our mess here. And we'll put this all together. All right. So now to put these on, I actually use some mini dimensionals. I'm going to show you a little trick. Now you could certainly use the foam sheets when you're die cutting if you wanted this whole word to look dimensional. I didn't want it to look quite that sort of heavy. So I'm actually going to use some mini dimensionals. So there is a fair bit of real estate on the back of these shadow die cuts to fit some mini dimensionals. Now there's a couple spots where there isn't that much room. So I'm going to use a half mini. So I've got some that are already cut in half here. So I'm just going to add one there. Okay. And we're going to get rid of our backings. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you made it live. I'm a little croaky today because I had a vocal scope yesterday. So my voice is a little off. So I apologize for that. The good news is they didn't find any growths or nodules on my vocal cords. So that's a bonus. I'm not going to need surgery. That's a very good thing because surgery would have meant I was out of commission for quite some time. And I would miss you guys so much. But I do have to do some pretty intensive vocal therapy. So that's going to start at some point early in the new year. So hopefully after 9 months or so of that, things will be a whole lot better and I won't have to deal with all these voice issues. Absolutely, Tracy. Yeah, for sure. Definitely answered prayer. It's been a long go. I've been waiting for almost 6 months just to get the scope. So it's good news to know that it's nothing, nothing surgical anyway. All right, so there are my fun letters. Now we're going to go ahead and put that centered onto our card front. Okay, now again, we need to make sure we only put glue on this half, right? If we put glue on the whole thing, we're gonna glue it shut. So I'm going to apply adhesive just sort of to one half, close my card, and then I'm going to center this, hopefully, and hopefully straight. The stripes on the paper actually help considerably. Okay, so there is my card. Isn't that cute? All right, now a couple more things. We need to add our little corner piece here so that we can tuck our panel in to close the card. So this little piece started as a 2-inch square of the rainbow stripe DSP. Okay, and then I just cut it on the diagonal. So the other piece was here. I cut it off. There's the other half. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and glue this on. Now you want to put your glue just on the two straight sides, not the angled side. And you're only going to put a little bit of liquid glue right along the edge. Okay. So right along there. Okay. And then I'm going to glue this on so it's flush with the edges of the DSP. I like still having the blue, the dark blue border. You could certainly put it right up to the edge of the card, but I actually like the look of this better. Okay, so then I'm gonna let that dry for a second, but then we'll be able to tuck that in. Now I wanted the inside to be just as cheerful as the front. So we're going to add another piece, exactly the same dimension, so 2.5 by 4. We're going to add another piece on the inside panel here. So we'll pop that on and get that centered. And again, I just want to watch to make sure my edges of my DSP line up. That's a big pet peeve of mine when things are kind of wonky. And then on the inside, we need to add a white panel to write on. Now, you want to make sure when you go to glue this down that it's going to be covered when we close the card, okay? So you don't want to put it too low and have it showing, okay? Now, before we glue that down, we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I have a couple of stamps from the Coordinating Rainbow of Happiness stamp set. So we're going to use this little sentiment. It says, "You make this world a better place." And then we're going to use these cute itty bitty hearts. So we're going to stamp our sentiment in Misty Moonlight. I should mention this basic white piece is 4 by 3 inches. So we're going to go ahead and stamp, whoops, not upside down. Right side up would be much better. There we go. And then we're going to grab the Melon Mambo and add a couple of little itty bitty hearts. So one there and one there. Okay, I just love that little heart stamp. I think it's so cute. All right, so this is going to get stuck to the inside. Again, I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue just so that I can maneuver it into place to make sure that it's not visible when my card is closed. So we'll bring back our card base here. We're going to just tuck this in. Come on, work with me. There we go. Tuck it in underneath and kind of get it in position, but we're not going to press it into place. We're just going to make sure that that closes and that it isn't visible. Okay, now that that looks good, now we can just kind of burnish it into place. Okay, so there is our, most of our card. We're going to do a little bit of embellishing. I'm going to add a little bitty bow, just kind of here at the bottom. You could also add it at the top. Maybe I'll put this one at the top. No, I still like it at the bottom. Balances at the corner there. So we're going to just take a glue dot, roll it into a little booger, and press the knot of our bow into the glue dot. Okay, and then I have some adorable itty bitty die cut hearts. Now where's my other one? I should have 3. Did we lose one? Is it on the floor? Probably somewhere. Where'd he go? Okay, well, we're just gonna go with 2. You can pretend there's a third one. So these are die cut using a new set of dies called Sweethearts. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick these down onto my glue dots first of all, just to make it easy to position them. So we're just gonna stick them down onto our roll. And then I'm gonna pick them up with my take your pick, except these glue dots are massive and they don't like to come off. So we're going to add 1 and 2, and we'll pretend there's a third one. I don't know where it went. Typical, right? There we go. We'll pretend there's a third one. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. All right, we're going to add a little bit of bling to the eye in Amazing, because why not? And then the pièce de résistance here is to add some Wink of Stella, because Wink of Stella is the bomb. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some Wink to my die cut letters here. Now you're probably not going to be able to see this happening on the video because Wink of Stella does not show up especially well on video. But you're going to have to take my word for it. I'll show you the finished project with all the bling and hopefully they'll see. Actually, I'm not going to take the time to do that. I'll show you the finished one. Can you guys see the sparkle and shimmer on that? Is it catching the light there for you? Let me just see if you can you see that? Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit. All right, so that is our finished project. So it tucks in like that and you have a cute, cute little card for anybody, for any reason. Somebody that you want to show appreciation to. All right, hope you like that one. Now let me show you some more projects using this fabulous DSP. So this is one I posted earlier today. This is literally a whole bunch of scraps. So I'll show you a swap card that I made in a few minutes, and I had a whole bunch of these strips left. And it drives me crazy when I have a whole lot of scraps. So I just cut them up and made them into a background for my card. So again, lots of scraps, some punched clouds, a fussy cut rainbow, and a good luck sentiment, which we all need for the new year, right? And then on the inside, I just added another strip because I had lots of them. All right, here's another one. Uses that awesome bold rainbow pattern. Some more clouds. My clouds have Wink of Stella on. I don't know if it shows. Let me just turn it sideways. Maybe it'll show up. Let's see. Yep, you can see a little bit of a shimmer there. And then this one, again, more scraps. So I had lots of these 2-inch squares kicking around. So again, when in doubt, use your scraps to make a card. Just play around with bits and pieces. Added some of the square in color gems. I really like the square gems with the squares in the background. I thought it was kind of a fun little addition there. And then this is the swap card that I was referring to. So I made 21 of these for a swap that I participated in. And you can see I used this paper a lot. And the reverse side of this paper is this. So I had lots of little strips left from cutting my swaps. So that's why I had to make something with them. And then in return, of course, we get swaps back. So here is one that I received using this fantastic DSP, super bold Magenta Madness back card base. And really, really fun. Again, sort of scrappy kind of collage look. I really, really love the effect of that. Okay, so there you go, everybody. I hope you like those. And yes, Deb, the Cloud Punch is amazing. I am using it a lot more than I thought I would. I kind of thought, okay, clouds, whatever, I can hand cut clouds, but it's super quick and easy. So I like it. All right. Thanks everybody for popping by this New Year's Eve. I hope you have a very happy new year. Whatever your plans are. Ours are to, well, I won't stay awake till midnight. I never do. My bedtime is like 10 o'clock. That's my expiration date. So I usually wish everybody a happy new year in the morning. I get up early and make everybody breakfast on New Year's Day. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a safe and happy new year. And I will see you tomorrow, January 1st, 2022, right here, same time, same place. Bye for now.